So thank you guys for joining us this afternoon. One of the big themes that I took out of season 1 and I think is carrying over into season 2 is what secrets people have and when they decide to tell them. So what secrets do you think your characters have left that you haven't told each other?
Boy.
Well, Liza has an old boyfriend that she may not have told Frank everything about, I think.
And Frank might not have told Liza that he knew all along.
Or that whole thing about...
And was going on his way over there to kick the guy's ass, but then got called by the military to come up and help build the bomb. So he had to weigh what was more important.
Kind of thinking about season 2, and we watched episode 2. So what does the secret that sort of comes out in the middle of that episode, does Liza actually know about it, or is that just the figment of her and you sort of losing track?
I think it's
about Germany.
Parentage.
Yeah, the Germany one.
Yeah. That's very interesting. I think that's a good question, and no spoilers as to how much she knows about my past. And, you know, I would think that there are family secrets that I've even kept from her, which make them even more terrible to me because I tell her everything.
But I don't think. Sorry, I don't want to get too far distracted. There are photographs published yesterday in the British newspaper of the Queen when she was 6 years old making a Nazi salute. We don't know what it was like then.
No.
Having a relative who was a German and even a relative who was drawn into fascism probably wasn't the what it is now. If you said my mother was a Nazi now, we obviously
have
would
this
have
sort of
things to say. But at the time, I think everyone understood that when Hitler began, a lot of people thought it was a good thing that Germany was back on its feet. Sorry to people.
No, it's not. I'm a history teacher at heart, so that's actually really great to kind of hear and to think about. Yeah. Because I think it is one of those questions that doesn't get explored by the show of thinking about the larger context. And I think with Meeks and what he's doing, the idea of who really should have this information is sort of central to the show.
Yeah. Absolutely. But Russia was our ally then. They were meant to be on our side, and it's all very well to look back at it, and many people genuinely didn't know about the concentration camps, and there are huge swathes of the British establishment who were fascists, who are keeping very quiet about it now. So.
Yeah. One thing we heard a little bit about yesterday was that Liza gets a lab. So can you tell us a little bit about that?
Oh, it's very exciting, but I don't want to cause any spoilers, but she wants to leave Los Alamos, but is forced to stay and wants to make use of herself, and she's caught on the horns of this dilemma. It's like, if I'm going to be here, then I'm going to uncover the true effects of radiation on and they didn't know what they thought it might be a medicine. They were like, let's take some plutonium to cure my stomach ache.
Does that cause any more strife between the two of you when Frank comes back?
My husband is beautifully supportive, but at the time I don't know it.
Yeah, he wants very much to facilitate and help her in her research and help her establish a place for herself there, because it's basically his choice and slight force that keeps them there in the first place.
Unfortunately, Frank's nature is when he tries to help, quite often he breaks things.
Yeah, exactly.
that doesn't
a bit of a bull in China.
All right, and one last question. If you could describe your characters in 3 words, what would they be?
Brilliant, brusque, and...
It's got to start with a B.
And...
broken.
Broken. Perfect.
Sorry. Mine. Insubordinate.
Can you do other eyes?
Insubordinate, insouciant.
Yeah.
In love.
Aww.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.